Hello.
Oh, hi, we are live. Okay, hello, viewer. Thank you for joining us once again on Real Talk Show hosted by Violet Mbiti. On this particular show, we host diverse change makers from across the African continent who are doing amazing projects in Africa. So today, we are joined by Sarah Muni, a remarkable change maker who started initiatives, and the initiatives even led her to even being awarded, even globally, for the amazing work she's doing. So welcome to the studio, Sarah. Kindly introduce yourself to the viewers so that they can get to know you more.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Violet. I'm so honored to be to grace your show today, and I'm really excited. I hope you can get me loud and clear.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So yes, Sarah Muni is my name, and I am the president of Youth in Africa. I am an advocate for youth empowerment, and I'm a thought leader in different areas in leadership, in change management, and in personal development. And Youth in Africa is a Pan-African organization that focuses on skills development to the youth. We usually equip youth with relevant skills in the 21st century to make them more resourceful, make them more competitive, and more independent, because we really need to build independence around young people, and we really need to build independence in Africa. So that's basically what we do in the organization, and I'm so honored as well to be, to lead and work with an amazing team. Yeah.
Great. So kindly share with us the projects you have implemented or are currently implementing as the president of Youth in Africa organization.
Yeah, so first of all, let me say that we have presence in 42 countries across Africa. And we also have some places, about four places, abroad. Because we have, youth from Africa, we are very enterprising. We want to look for opportunities everywhere, whether it's America or wherever we find opportunities, you will find us there. So we have programs we have started here in Africa. We have a program that we call the Grassroots Leadership Program, where we believe that leadership needs to be in the grassroots. So we go to the villages across the continent, just training youth with leadership skills, for them to be more responsible, for them to have a sense of ownership in the development of their villages, their societies, their economies, their countries, and the continent as well. Because we believe that wherever you are is Africa, is the world that needs change, that needs transformation, So we usually have that program, and so far we have done it here in Kenya. We actually have physical, we have the physical sessions and trainings that we do. We have done a lot here in Kenya, Nairobi, Kirinyaga County. We have done a lot in Benin, Benin Republic in West Africa. We have done some as well in Congo. We have done in the Gambia. We have done the program in Sudan. We have done it in Malawi. We have done in several countries, Botswana. This week we are going to be doing it in Ghana, because when the pandemic struck, we had to really be innovative and come up with ways to speed up during the program now virtually, So we haven't been on the ground very much because of the pandemic, but that is something that we'll be going back to in 2021. So that's what we have been doing, really building leadership, because we believe that everyone has the ability to lead. So it's the capacity to lead that we build. Leaders are born, but leadership is developed. It's the leadership that we develop in these young people. And we always say, we're always complaining about our leaders. They're not giving us opportunities. So we don't want to keep on complaining and we're not doing anything about it. We want, when an opportunity comes and the youth get a chance, we actually have the leadership skills, we have the vision, and we can be able to really lead our societies, lead ourselves, and lead our country.
Oh, awesome. So kindly share with us the partners that you are working with, or even the donors who are supporting your initiative.
Okay, so right now, actually this year we have really been partnering a lot. We have been looking for partnerships a lot. But I want to say, well, we are an NGO, so of course we rely on donor-funded, initiatives. But so far we started with, just membership. The membership, the members themselves, they fund their activities because we must take ownership first, as youth. We cannot always be stretching our hands, looking everywhere, funds everywhere from Europe, and we are not doing anything about it ourselves. For you to be helped, you must first of all show what you have been able to do yourself. So right now, what we have done, some of the funds that we have really received are from members because we have registration and all that, and so we have really been encouraging our members to first of all, be the first ones to donate into their cause because we are the ones who benefit as youth. So can we also fund our activities just as we can, before we start looking for donors out there. So I would say right now, and I really want to commend some of those youth who have really come in and really supported the cause, and they give, they just give through the registration. So, but from there, we also know that youth empowerment is huge. We can't do it ourselves as youth, so we want to partner with the government. So right now in Kenya, we are partnering with one of the county governments. I won't say which one because the contract is not yet finished, but we are in the process. So we are partnering with one of the county governments, which is something by January we have rolled out a program. We also partner with some organizations as well in Angola, that we're partnering with. Like in Angola, we have there's an organization that deals with a lot of skills trainings that we are partnering with. Yeah, I mean that conversation is still underway. So yes, moving on forward, we are looking at such partnerships, so that we can be able to be more impactful on the ground. But for now, I really want to commend youth across Africa, in Kenya, in DRC, because we have really been supporting our own cause. And this is the independence that we want to build. You see, we don't want to be so dependent, always looking for who is funding who. I mean, those opportunities when we get them are good. But can we also build independence around ourselves? I can stand on my own feet, and I have the energy, and I have the dream, I have the vision, and I can do something by myself. That is really the message we have been passing through.
Oh, awesome. What doors has your initiative opened for you? You can start by nationally, and then you go to at the continental level as well as global level. What doors has this initiative opened for you?
Yeah, so for you in Africa, oh my God, very many opportunities for me as a person. I don't know if I can speak about all the others because I don't do this alone. We have a team, we have a cabinet. From there, we have our country representatives. I mean, there are so many. But for myself, I have grown so much as a person and even as a young person. And also getting an opportunity to be invited like in national activities, Like the other day we had the BBI, Youth BBI. Some of those opportunities, when you come to you see the thing is, when you come to, diplomatically, well organized, as youth, you can get an invite on the table. Whether it's on policy, because I've also found myself in parliament as well, because sometimes parliament will invite young people just get to share their views. So getting involved in those kind of national building initiatives, because I'm part of an organized youth organization. For me, I think that is it. So I'm able to contribute to policy making. We are able to write session of papers. As an organization, we even write session of papers. We get views from, if it's youth from Tanzania, and there's an issue we really feel that we need to address as youth. Then when we go bring it together or write from a youth organization, I mean, it has more weight than if I just, stand somewhere and just speak about it as one person. So that kind of involvement in national activities and national building activities for me is it. This is what we are speaking about. This is it. So for in Kenya, it has opened for me those kind of opportunities. And also, so I feel included. There's that inclusion, Then continentally, oh my God, continentally, it's been amazing. And just getting a chance to engage and also network with, first of all, build a network, So even if I have like a small business, I can be able to sell or at least expand my market in Angola, in South Africa. If I want to go to like a country, maybe I'm doing something in Nigeria, I know people who I can meet. For me, expanding my network, first of all, is everything. So, and as a young person, we need to do that. That's the exposure we need. That's the exposure we need. So, because first of all, it gives me a sense that, let me give you an example. The first time I went to Rwanda, I'm speaking about exposure, the benefit of exposure. The first time I went to Rwanda, I found that, they keep rice on the road. You know, in Kenya and Anglo countries, we keep left on the road. But I think most of French countries, they keep rice. So what that did to me, first of all, is show me that there are other ways to be right. What is right in Kenya could be wrong in Rwanda, and what is wrong in Kenya is right in Rwanda. So it gives me new perspectives about life, that, I can succeed differently. There are different ways to do things. There's different ways to look at things, and you still succeed. For me, that has been everything, and I believe even for many young people. But also getting recognition also in some of these countries, awards that you were just mentioning. I just got an award the other day from Nigeria, from an organization that has really been tracking what we have been doing, called Women in Africa, and I was awarded with the African Woman of the Year.
Congratulations!
That's
congratulations.
Huge. That's huge, and for me, it's you never know who's watching. Actually, you never know who's watching, and also actually, the following weekend, 2 weekends, followed each other just with awards. So the following weekend, I also got another one, which is basically last weekend. I got another award from Canada, an organization that has also been tracking what our activities as youth in Africa. It's called Vega Unsung Heroes Award, and they awarded me with a volunteer award. So, and for me, that kind of recognition. It shows that the little efforts that we are putting, I'm putting in my village, because I come from in the mountains in Kirinyaga County. The little efforts I'm putting there to change the world is resounding not just in Kenya, not just in Africa, but sending tremors globally. So, that's why I want to encourage every youth, whatever it is you're doing, don't give up and say, or think it's insignificant. It's not, it's very significant. Keep on doing it. You never know who you are touching and who is watching. So keep going. Those are some of the opportunities that I have, some of the few opportunities that I have seen, because of, the Youth in Africa course, and I'm really, really humbled. Yeah, so, and that has been exciting journey for me. The other thing also is getting to know Africa as well, getting to know Africa, getting to interact with young people, getting to know their challenges. This is what I've realized about it. We, as youth across Africa, we have similar challenges. We have similar challenges, things like unemployment. We have similar challenges, and we also, that means we also have similar solutions. So for me, having a platform where we can get to discuss ideas, you come from this background, this culture, this part of the world, this part of Africa, and we are bringing those ideas together. I love that. It gives me a sense of belonging in Africa, and I'm even more proud of my continent. So, yeah, that's the other benefit.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, I'd like you now to take this opportunity to share about your team.
Okay, yay! I love the team. I love the team that you work with very much. So let me say that as Youth in Africa, we have an amazing structure. We have an amazing structure because we have the president, and then we have a cabinet of ministers. You see, the way we look at Africa, we look at it as one big country. We don't want to be divided. Some people some white men sat somewhere in Germany some years ago, and decided to divide Africa into their interests. So we look at Africa as one big nation, as one big country, which has a president. Then we have a cabinet of ministers. Then the cabinet is made up of, it's used from different countries. Like we have a minister for finance and administration. We have a minister for trade and business development from another country. We have a minister for mentorship, counseling, and spiritual development from another country. you know. So we have different ministries. We have a minister for education and training and life skills development as well. So we don't have because we want to be able to own up some of these names like minister, being called a cabinet member. You know, for a youth to be called a cabinet member in any country, you're a minister, you have to be 55 and 65. You know, so we want to own up some of these names and the responsibility that comes with it when we are youth. From there, the cabinet level, we have now we have the governors. The governors usually are in charge of like a region, like the East African region. So a governor will oversee, you know, activities across like East Africa, all the countries that are on Eastern Africa, or all the activities that are on the SADC region. So we have the governors. From there, we have the heads of state. The head of state represents a specific country, like Kenya. Like we have a head of state in Kenya called Ambassador Aris Michira. We have a head of state in DRC called Ambassador Ushindi Isenge. We have a head of state in Sudan called Reham, you know, Said. We have a head of state in Benin, you know. So I mean, all of those countries we have heads of state. So we actually have about 17 fully fledged chapters right now, even though we have presence in all of those countries, 42. What we are building is really the chapters, fully fledged chapters where we have the head of state with the team and the programs are going on. So the team is amazing. And that's why we like to use these words, head of state, governors, ministers, because we want to feel that we belong in this continent and we have what it takes for us to be able to govern. That's why we really, one of the skills that we do is really the leadership skills. So that is, you know, I come from the school of thought of John C. Maxwell. He's a leadership guru who says that everything rises and falls on leadership. So that's one of the things that we really teach and that skill. And we have experts. We have a panel of experts across the continent that usually come and help at least you know, train the youth on some of these skills. That is just one skill, but the team is amazing. That's a team that we work with. So I don't know if I'll be able to say all the names here, but basically that is the structure and that's the team. We don't do this alone. We don't do this alone. We have a team.
All right. Yeah. Now, what message do you have for the African youth?
Yes, thank you so much. So I think for me, first of all, is to know who you are. You need to know who you are as a person. Because if you know who you are and you know your value as a young person, as an African, then you will know what you deserve. You know what you deserve. So that's why, you know, one of the things that we teach, because there are so many skills that we teach, we also teach about self-identity and awareness as well, because because when you know you're a leader, first of all, you know, we usually think that leaders are some special people and all that. We first of all want to define yourself. Who are you as a young person? You know, before somebody else points your finger, points at you and say that those are just some young people, those are students, those are whoever. People will brand you, call you anything, define you. We don't need to define yourself first, you know, because the world will treat you. You give the world the best example of how to treat you as a young person. Who do you say that you are? Many people will call you a young person. They will call you, I mean, they will call you name, they'll call you a student. They will call you, I mean, they will define you in so many ways. Have you defined yourself and what you have and your value that you give? So that even as we get invited in those tables, you see, Violet, in Kenya, let me give an example of Kenya because I'm in Kenya. We have positions that are just set for the youth. You know, we have positions that are just set for the youth. We want, when we get into those positions, we are able to actually give the value. Because you see, there's no way you can be able to impact other people if first of all you don't know yourself. So I think for me, that's the first thing. That's the first thing that I want to say to the youth. First of all, define yourself, who you are, and your value. Know your value, what you bring. Even when you're invited on those tables, when even those politicians come, they want to use you and do whatever. First of all, you when you know your value, you know I can't accept $10 for me to go and roast stones. For somebody I don't even know, you know, I mean, you'll not be misused. So you'll be able to stand your ground and say no, and people look at you respectively and they engage with you respectively. For me, that's the first thing. The other thing I want to say is that you need to build skills. You need to build skills around your talent, build skills around your gift, around your profession, build the skills that are needed right now in the 21st century. And one of the very important skills, I was speaking about the leadership skills, but also, I mean, the world is now digital, it's a digital world. So those are some of the other skills, digital skills that we need to build, you know, because maybe you have your small business, you're starting out at small startups here and there. You need to be able to have more influence. You need to have some digital skills. So those are some of the skills that we also teach the young people. And also, there are those hard skills, and there are the soft skills, even how you present yourself. Let me tell you, Violet. Professionally, you know, in my work, I get invited to organizations that are hiring people. And most of the young people, we are looking for jobs left, right, center, you know. So, and you will find people, young people shooting themselves out of opportunities just because you can't present yourself well. The way you walk in, you look timid, you look like shy, like you, I mean, confidence skills, gravity skills. You know, we need some of those skills to build some of those skills. And I always like to ask young people this. The person who started the first university, which degree did they have? From where? It's just some gravity skills that they use, you know, and just being innovative and just be confident, and they did it. So those are some of the skills, some soft skills that really go a long way in building you as a person and also building your career and giving you a place. And, you know, you become a force to reckon with when you really build some of these skills. So skills development is the other thing. And then also, let me tell you the other thing that, you know, as a young person, you're going to be asked. When you are looking for opportunities, whether it's funding you're looking for, whether it's a job you're looking for, whether it's internship or whatever it is you're looking for, you're going to be asked also, so what can you do? Papers aside, because you know we are very educated. We are very educated, we have the degrees, we have the diplomas. Then when you go to an interview, you ask, okay, you have done very well in your papers, but papers aside, what can you do? At this point, you want to know your skills. So when you say you have a degree in business management, okay, sure, what exactly can you do when you come to the office? And you find many people that will stammer. Many people that will stammer. They don't know exactly what they can do because they really haven't built tangible, substantial skills, you know? So that's why skill development is the other thing we really must master. And also getting involved. The bad thing is to really get involved in national activities. Sometimes we just give up and say, oh, you know, it's the old people, it's the old, we want to blame the leaders and everything, but we don't get involved in national processes, you know? We don't get involved. Like in Kenya, we are having the BBI, you know, going on. You'll find many people who don't know, possibly if it goes through, it will affect you as a young person. So, I mean, how well are you conversant with that document? You know, if you can be able to read and write. We need to be involved. We need to be involved in even policy making, in all of those, have this kind of town hall meetings where we discuss issues, get to understand issues better, you know, because we all have influences. When you know something and you have influence, Violet, chances are, you know, when you know something, we also know. We will also know because you have your own sphere of influence. So, and this is the kind of influence that you want to do. The influence must come from a point of information. It must be informed. And that's why we must get involved in national politics. We don't want these politicians to come and tell us, oh, it is the constitution that says this. You have no idea where that constitution is, if it's true or not. That's why we have been saying, read for yourself, interpret. Yeah, so those are the three main things that I think as young people in this age, whether you are in Kenya, whether you are in Madagascar, whether you are in Guinea, those are some of the things we need to do for us to really stand out and for us to really be engaged in national building.
All right. So now as we are coming to the end of the broadcast, I'd like you to pitch to a potential donor who is watching the show. Tell them why they should support youth in Africa.
Yes, thank you so much. So basically, as Africa, we are a very youthful continent. Our countries are very youthful. So the greatest resource that Africa has is the youth. So if there are any resources or any kind of interest that you have in Africa, in Kenya, in Nigeria, it would be very good if it goes to the youth. So I want to invite you to partner with youth in Africa so that we can be able to build this youth. We can be able to build their competence. We can be able to build the ability for them to transform their countries and their societies. So because we're looking for transformation, if it doesn't come from the youth, for sure, we don't expect it from the government much, really. So we invite every donor, we invite every partner, every person, every friend of Africa. You want to partner, you want to do something in Africa, we'll be very happy to partner with you as youth in Africa so that we can be able to really create the kind of impact and the kind of progress we need to see by building the youth. I believe that when you build the youth, you have built a country. So we invite you very much to partner with us so that we can really build our countries and we can build Africa. So you're most welcome to Africa, and Youth in Africa will come you to Africa. Let's work together. Let's make Africa a better place. When Africa is better, the whole world is better. Thank you.
Wow, awesome, awesome. So thank you, Sarah Muni, for gracing the set of Real Talk Show. Thank you, viewer, even for taking your time to also watch this show. We hope that you have been inspired by Sarah Muni. If you're from Kenya, she's from Kirinyaga County, and now she's a change maker, impacting lives across the continent. So if you have not yet subscribed to our Facebook page, or just like our Facebook page, Real Talk Show, hosted by Violet Mbiti. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Real Talk Show, hosted by Violet Mbiti. Find us on Twitter at Real Talk Show. Find us also on Instagram, on Real Talk Show. All these videos that the previous videos that we've showcased, the different change makers are available on those particular platforms. Even this one will also be available on those particular platforms. So thank you, viewer, for joining us, and looking forward to seeing you soon. Kwaheri.
Thank you, thank you. And then allow me to also say thank you very much, Violet. I'm really, really honored to be hosted on the Violet Mbiti Real Talk Show. I'm really honored, and let me say also for those of us who want to also be part of our organization, you can check us out we have our website, www.youthinafrica.org. We also have, you can also check us on our Facebook page, Youth in Africa. Yeah, I think we'll get to connect and we'll get to see how you can be part of this great movement. And as we say in Youth in Africa, Africa will be great in our time. Thank you very much.
Oh yes, oh yes. So thank you.